6 Saturdays a year, generations old and young, from near and far, gather in a place where passion, pride, and tradition meet. Almost heaven, West Virginia. Welcome home. This is what an entire state waits for all week.
Now let's bring on the Mountaineers.
We fly our colors. We fire up our drills. We pay tribute to our history. The countdown to kickoff has begun. 60,000 in gold and blue.
He takes the snap at the handoff, going in untouched. Justin Crawford off the left side, touchdown. Beautiful execution by the Mountaineers.
This is who we are. This is what we stand for. This is West Virginia football.
On every Saturday in the fall, a college football team is presented a chance. For the West Virginia Mountaineers, there's a chance to improve to 2-1 and perhaps a chance to move back into the top 25. This afternoon, the Delaware State Hornets have a chance to shock the college football world when they visit the Mountaineers here at Milan Puskar Stadium. Thanks very much for joining us for our continuing wild and wonderful coverage of West Virginia athletics alongside former WVU and NFL star Mark Bolger. I'm Rob King. Mark, I know you have to like Will Grier, the quarterback, Florida transfer, and what he's been able to do in his first couple of games.
I do. I know we're only 2 weeks in, but I'm sold. I mean, his mobility, his accuracy, and I think the sense of maturity that he's brought to this team is something that's been lacking, and I think it's showing on the field.
8 touchdowns, just 1 interception in his first 2 career games for the Mountaineers. On defense, Kaiser White, the Spur, makes the 3-3-5 defense really go.
Sure, Kaiser, I mean, he does it all. He can come up, put a big lick on you, but his ball skills are something else. When I was playing, they always put the guys on defense who couldn't catch the ball, but I could put him on offense right now, and I think he'd be just as good.
White and Grier looking to lead the Mountaineers today against the Delaware State Hornets. For more on today's game, let's go downstairs to join Meg Bolger.
Coach, about to be 3 games into this season. What do you want to see from your guys today?
Well, you know, a little bit more consistency more than anything. I mean, we've done some good things on offense, defense, special teams. More consistency across the board earlier in the year is what's important.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Okay.
Rob?
Meg, thank you very much. Dana Holgerson as well for joining us as the Mountaineers look to improve to 2-1. Captains out in the field. There's Kenny Carter, the coach for Delaware State, knew he was taking over a difficult situation. Told us earlier this week that it was even tougher than he suspected it would be in his 3rd season. Still looking for his first victory of this season. And there's Will Grier, the West Virginia quarterback, as the teams get set to go and ready to play. And what's going through your mind here as you're the starting quarterback in a game like this, Mark?
I think you got to stick with your fundamentals and your discipline. You just want to improve. You obviously can't overlook a team, but I know as a head coach, I would be saying I want to come out of this game healthy. You know, the worst thing that could happen, I think, would be a useless injury in a game like this, and you're not overlooking them, but at the same time, you got to look long term.
And in order to do that, you have to play hard and play fast. You can't play not to get hurt, because usually that's when you do get hurt.
Oh, of course. You have to play at one speed, and whether it's 1/2 or 3/4 like last week, your one's got to go at it. And you know, these guys, you know, some of them are looking to play on Sundays, and you know, the film doesn't lie. And if you take a couple plays off, you know, these scouts aren't looking at plays and saying, hey, the score was 50-0. They just look at the film, and there's no scoreboard.
Well, Kenny Carter's a guy that focuses a lot on special teams. We'll see if there's any surprises, onside kicks. They've blocked a couple of punts this year. See if Kenny Carter has anything up his sleeve in the special teams game. They've also faked the punt earlier this year. So there's a lot of things he could be doing here. You would expect Wisdom Nazidi to just kick it off deep to Marcus Sims, but we shall see. Getting ready to get underway. The crowd still filing in an absolutely beautiful day here in Morgantown, West Virginia.
As you mentioned, Rob, I think that's important. If Coach Carter wants to do an onside kick or try something during the game, this is going to go against West Virginia's opponents. They're going to be watching this to see any weaknesses. So that goes back to the point you mentioned. you know, you have to play your game because everything's on film for your future opponents.
And set to go. The ball has been placed. And Wisdom Nazidi will be kicking off. Fine senior kicker for Delaware State. They do have excellent kickers. Not only Nazidi, but also the punter Fidel Romo Martinez, averaging 45 yards per kick, and we're ready to go. Nazidi does boot it deep, and the Sims, who will take it, gathering it in at the 3-yard line. Crosses the 10, now races across the field, looking for room. Finds a seam, here he goes, Marcus Sims across the 40. Just Nazidi to beat, cuts inside him, and Brock Nichols will wind up making the big tackle all the way down at the 18-yard line. Big return right out of the chute by Marcus Sims.
Definitely the look Coach Holgerson was looking for, you know, coming out. They're not going to take him lightly, and with a return like that, I think he has his team prepared.
Return of 79 yards unofficially for Marcus Sims. Here comes out as Crawford to his right. So Gary Jennings having an issue with his chin strap, gets zipped up from David Sills, and now